Well, I guess I can't keep all you guys waiting. You see, jump in here before I even go live. Anyhow, at the very top, I posted a link to one of my subscribers that is going to do decals the way I'm going to do decals tonight. But instead of using microsol or microset, he uses distilled vinegar. So Ron Britz, Mike Thomas, Gaffa, Captain Baldo Mike, Trainman 46, Bruce Jarreau, it's going so fast. Cheryl Crow, Anthony, John Tenzillo, Twin Cities Modeler, how you doing, guys? Ralph Greenwood, Teddy Bear 11, how you doing, buddy? Jimmy, how you doing? Sparky 107, how you doing, buddy? BNSF Bob, how you doing? Let's see if I put my glasses. Sorry about that. How you doing, Z-Scale Ray, Wilmer, Jeff Lizotte, Martin Searsma. I hope I said that right, Martin. Reed, how you doing, buddy? Mike Thomas. All right. Well, I don't know if you guys read my my little intro that I put up there, but tonight we're going to do a little bit more on my Drake cement plant. Now, you guys that are new to me don't know about my Drake cement plant. It's a process that I am doing that's a prototypical industry that's here in Arizona that I am modeling. How you doing, Jeff? BNSF 1982, how's it going, buddy? And that's right, Ralph works for Drake Cement Plant. 27 watching and only 5 likes. Well, that's not good. I got 31 likes with 31 watching with 10 likes. Chuck Smith, how you doing, buddy? Now you work for Vinny right now. Hot Rod Ronnie, how's it going, buddy? Cheryl Crow, I said hi to Cheryl already. Oh, Sparky's got the old scary face on there. How you doing, Jesse? All right. Well, anyhow, I guess I'm going to start this off. I was hoping that a couple of people I'm going to do this for would be here, and I think 2 of them are, but the other 2 aren't. All right. Anyhow, as I said in my announcement that I was going to do, instead of 2 shout outs, I'm going to do 4 shout outs. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing 4 when I get to the last 2. Anyhow, the first one is BNSF Bob. I think you guys need to, oh, I am going, buddy. I am going. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate that. How you feeling, buddy? Pedro, how's it going, buddy? Eric, how's it going? Anyhow, BNSF Bob is one of the guys I'd like to give a shout out to this week. And Mike Thomas, he's got a pretty cool layout going on. He's got a nice big lake and river scene going on. It's really, really cool. And I think you guys ought to go check him out. And I think Ralph has been putting up their links. Horseshoe Ralph, and how you doing, buddy? I'm glad to hear it, Roy. Also, I'm glad to hear you feeling better. Okay, so we got BNSF Bob and Mike Thomas. Now, the next 2 I'm going to give a shout out to because they're going to have a contest. And the way the contest is going to work is, well, first of all, let me tell you who it is. First of all, it's Chuck Baker. And the other one is Flying Crow. Now, Chuck Baker and Flying Crow are going to have a contest. Well, Chuck Baker's going to have the contest, but the rules are He has to get to 4,000 subscribers, and the Flying Crow has to get to 200 subscribers. Hope Chuck shows up tonight. I told him that he should be here tonight so he can explain what's going on. How you doing, Tom B? What's going on, buddy? Ethan Short, how you doing, buddy? All right. So anyhow, those are the 2 shout outs, the 4 shout outs I want to do for tonight. Check Chuck Baker's layout and this guy Flying Crow. Now, Flying Crow, he's got his layout is fairly new. He just moved into a new house and he's building a new layout. And you guys need to go check him out and give him a little bit of love because he needs to get to 200 subscribers before Chuck will do the contest. Hot Rod Ronnie, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thumbs up, buddy. I'm doing my usual again, still driving. Haven't seen any videos from you, Roy? You had a place to video? Hey, my daughter's on her way to St. Louis tonight, buddy. She's driving with her friend to go to Vermont, which is near Tom B's territory, I think. Tom, you live in New Hampshire. Am I correct on that? Okay, Jimmy. Going up later. Okay. Good thing, Roy. My t-shirts have been ordered. As you guys have seen my video, I hope most of you guys have seen my video. I need you guys to start sending me your mailing addresses to the address that's in the video. I only want to go to the post office one time, and I want to have everybody's package ready to go all at one time. So that takes care of that. Anybody who's going to be in the Ontario area, go to Sparky's house tomorrow. He's got free food for you guys. And also, I don't know how many of you guys watched his last live stream, but he did hit over 100 viewers in his live stream. Good job, Sparky. Glad to hear it. And he gave the NCE system away, and I think Cheryl Crow was the winner. 107, right? All right. Now, last week's super chats. BNSF Bob, Hastings BNSF Model N-Scale Modeler, Container Man 68, Sparky 107, John Dilly, Bruce Giroux, and Ron Piskel. I appreciate that, guys. It surely helps me out a big time. Hopefully, like tomorrow night, I'll have a video uploaded. Very cool. Very cool. Golfer, you don't have to worry about yours because it's going to Kansas City to Martin, who's going to bring it back to Australia for you guys. And N-scale DCC locomotive. What did she get, Sparky? What kind of locomotive did she get? Did she tell you what she wanted? Sparky, I need your email. Oh, Sparky, go ahead and post it. Cheryl needs it, so. My choice, just DCC. Oh, okay, that's cool. I think an SD40 would be a nice locomotive to start her with. That's just my opinion. I just happen to like SD40s. All right, so you guys are probably wondering what that is. This is going to be the final touch for Gary Weiss's build. Now, if you guys are going to see that, I see it backwards. I hope you guys are seeing it straight. How you doing, Braden? You guys see that straight? Anyhow, I didn't want just to have a white sign up here. So what I did was I put a piece of masking tape on here, and I measured a foot around and cut it out and da-da-da-da-da. And so now let me peel this off and see what we got. I think I'll move my camera down a little bit so you guys can see more what I'm doing. There you go. truck. And he was using distilled vinegar rather than microsol or microset. But since I don't have distilled vinegar, we're going to go ahead and use. We're going to drop it in this bucket of water that I have here. And by the way, these decals that I get from my projects, all done by Joe G. If you guys need any decals done, talk to Joe G. Ralph, if you can put up his, I forgot to tell you that one. If you could put up his deal, go ahead and do it. Joe G. Need a soft brush, paintbrush, and the microset is what I'm going to be using. And what I like to do, and I don't know if anybody else does it this way, but I like to put the stuff on here first. And then we'll put the decal on top of that, and then we'll get it all straightened out. So this is going to be project number 1 for tonight. I said it was going to be a two for Friday. So this is going to be project number 1. And the reason why I put the red around there is because I wanted to have just not a white background. Just I wanted to have red. This red matches the color of the building, by the way. I don't know why he uses distilled vinegar, John, but he said he uses that in lieu of using the microset or the microsol, and it worked good from what I've seen when he did his video. So you might want to check him out. I put his link at the very, very beginning of the chat section here. 2 for a happy hour combined. Yes, sir. Great answer. Yeah, that too. Let's see if we're good enough to come off here. Yes, we are. All right, so the decal is ready to come off. So I'll just put it on here, and with my finger, I'll just pull the backing off. And now with my brush, I'll go ahead and move it over. And if it doesn't move, just wet it, and it should move. At least I hope it moves. There you go. Now, like I told you guys when I was first doing this project, that Gary was telling me all along, this is a very prototypical place. And after the research that Roy and I have done, we found out that it's not a new car parts place. It's actually an auto salvage yard. And you just got to play with this to make sure you get all the corners down. And I'll just keep hitting it with the micro set that I'm using here. And we'll let that sit for a minute and see how it goes. Meanwhile, I want to move this out of the way so I don't knock it over. And we'll put the cap back on this so I don't knock it over. How you doing, Lance? How's it going, buddy? And nowhere. You're right, Roy. Nowhere near the railroad tracks. You're 100% right. Now, once this all dries up, I will hit it with some dull coat. But if there's too much water on there, all you got to do is take a napkin and just put it real close to the edge, and it will suck the water right up. Bruce Giroux. Oh, thank you, Bruce. I appreciate it. How's it going, Wilma? What does the microset do? The microset makes the decal soft enough so it adheres better to what you're putting it on. And the microsol makes it even softer to go to irregular surfaces. And so this is what we got so far. And then when I'm ready to mount this on the building, I will get a piece of styrene strip and put it on the backside and mount it up there so it's a little bit away from the building so it doesn't blend in as much. So we're going to let that dry for a few minutes, and I'll catch up on the chat that's going here. All the things I did. All right. So while this is drying up, I really don't want to bring the other project over here yet because I want to make sure that this is done 100% before I do that. There you go. That's pretty straight. It's in the middle. So what do you guys think about that? And I will be doing a video on the reveal for this project for Gary Weiss. He might be in here tonight, be incognito, so I don't want to do it tonight. I was planning on doing it tonight, but I don't want him to see it before the video. So let me get some more of this off of here. Now Roy and Sparky have seen the beginning of my Drake cement plant project. And I think Ralph has seen some of it, and there's a couple other guys in here that have seen some of it. How you doing, David Muse? Glad you can make it in here tonight. I think I got everybody. Yes, I did. I got 40. Hey, how about see if we get 100 people in my chat tonight? I'm not giving anything away, but that'd be cool if I can get 100 in here. We're at 40 right now, and what do we have? We're 16 minutes in, so I might do at least 60 tonight, huh? Glad to see you can make it back. So we're gonna let that dry up for a few minutes, and like I said, I'll catch up on some chat. 40 is a good start. Yeah, I would think so. 20 likes and 40 people. That's cool. Chuck, how you doing? Hey, everybody always says you're late, but you're not late. There is no this is not school or work. You don't have to be here at a specific time. As long as you come in and have fun, that's what it's about. And I hope you guys have fun when you come to my chat, my live streams. Yeah, I think this is going to look good on his building. And like I said, once this is totally dry and I'm happy with it, it will get a dull coat. All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and bring the project over here that we're going to do tonight. And this is going to be the build part. Move that out of the way. Now, I hope I can get this over there in one piece. So we'll see how it goes. All right. This is part of this. This is part of an all-out cement plant. This is only one section of it. There's 3 more sections that go to the side of this, and then there's a building that goes in the back and the building that goes in the front. And I'll go ahead and, oh, you know what? It didn't go on the turntable. I want it on the turntable. Hold a minute. Hold on a minute, guys. Timber. There we go. Oops. All right. So this part of the build, or this part of the cement plant, is called the preheater section. And this here is the electrostatic precipitator, and it takes out a lot of dust and stuff and sends it somewhere. I don't know where it sends it. And John Dilly had asked me last week what was the hardest or the most involved project that I'm doing. This is it right here, because I can't see everything that's in this part. So basically I have to wing whatever's in here. The stairs I made myself, and we'll spin it around a little bit more. The kiln comes from this red. The kiln goes across to another building that sits on this side. And again, this is what it is. Now, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to build a section that sits back here. And that's what I showed you earlier on in the intro that I did today. So let me bring that over here, and we'll move this back out of the way now, hopefully, without dropping anything. Oops, there went the stairs. All right, so now this guy is upside down right now. I'm just doing this to see if everything's going to fit and work. Anyhow, Let me take that off. Timber. Now, to tell you how long this has been sitting around and waiting for me to get to this project, it's been probably about 6 or 7 months that John Tanzillo is probably wondering what I was doing with these cone things that he made for me. I had approached John quite a while ago, and John, if you remember how long ago that was, please tell me, because I just don't remember. But anyhow, he made me a dozen of them. I sent him the specifications that I needed, and he went ahead and did them for me, and I appreciate that. John, you did good. Almost a year ago. You're probably right, John. It's been that long. These were just in there to hold those cones on there. Anyhow, this is probably going to be 2, maybe 3 nights of project for us to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to build the table. And the table is going to have I-beams to support an I-beam structure. Now, I always do, when I do I-beams, there's always hardly any gluing surface on here. So what I do to overcome that problem is drop stuff on the floor first. And first, let me show you the products I'll be using. I'll be using 272 I-beam. I'll be using 134 strip. I'll be using 217. Now, this is a kit of tubes. I will be using the larger of the tubes, this one here, and I'll show you what I'm going to use that for. And then also I'll be using the 274 I-beams. And 274 I-beams are going to be the main structure. And then the 272s will be any kind of cross bracing I'm going to use. So now, like I said, I don't like the gluing surface that I have on this here. Oh, Ron Toyman is here. And Southern 207. How you doing, James and Ron? How you guys doing? So what I do with the 134 is I will take it and I will put it inside the rib. Now, this is the part of you're not going to see because it'll be facing towards the inside. But anyhow, it's a perfect fit on here. So I'll be able to glue stuff to here and be happy with the amount of strength that it'll have. So we'll take my knife and we'll go ahead and give that a little cut right there. We'll do the same thing with this one. Now, guys, I'm not watching the chat because when I got my head down, I can't see the chat. Makes sense, right? So, I'll take my glue. And again, I'm using the Model Masters glue. I like this glue. Now these two that I just did will be the pieces that go across here. And these holes are here because I needed to make sure I had enough room when I had the cones on here to get my bracing in between. So they are centered on the diameter of the tubes. And these tubes are 7/8 PVC pipe, which equates to 11 inches across and 22 feet. 11 scale feet by 22 scale feet. So now that we got these two glued up, we're going to go ahead and put him on the board, on the table, if you want to call it a table. And we'll make sure that he's even with the outside edge, and make sure that the piece that you glue is on the inside. And put him there. And again, we'll just put him down under here and we'll push him down. The more accurate your cuts are and the measurements are, the better your model will come out. And I stress that all the time, guys. All right, that's one. And like I said, the piece you inserted into the I-beam will go towards the inside of the structure. We'll put him on there, and we'll get him. Wild Hair Hobbies, how you doing, buddy? All right, so we'll give that a couple seconds to dry up, and then we'll start putting the cross pieces in. Now, I mentioned that tube earlier. These will be the stanchions, the legs, if you want to call them legs. And as you can see down here, I got the tube. Now, this happens to fit perfectly inside the tube. So all you got to do is push it in there, push it down to the bottom, and you have a more gluing surface to actually adhere it to the surface that you're going to adhere it to. So move those out of the way for now, because we're not going to use them right now. Let's move this out of the way too. Now, for the cross beams, we're going to do the same thing with the piece inside, but we're not going to go all the way across. What we're going to do is we're going to cut little pieces out and put them on the inside and the outside, just in the corners. So I have a better gluing spot. And there's no particular measurement on this. We'll just go ahead and cut a couple of these. You need 8 of these, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 12. That's 5. Come on. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, and 12. 2, 4, 6. Actually, we needed 8. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just put them on the edges here, so I have a better place, a stronger place to actually glue these in. It's just the way I do it with I-beams. I don't know if it's the correct way or what, but it's my way. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put a dab of glue here. Maybe. Now we'll just take one of these guys. Put them in there. And we're going to put it on both sides, except for the one that's on the end. On the one that's on the end, we're just going to put it on the inside. So at least you'll be able to determine that it is an I-beam. Now these I-beams, I think, let me see if I remember correctly, I think they're a foot and a half. These I-beams are 18 inches. So it might be a little overkill, but then again, there's going to be a lot of aggregate that's going to go into the silos. There's 6 silos up there. And I'll show you how that's going to work in a little while. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to see this, but what I created right here was a better gluing surface. I don't know if you guys are going to see that or not, but I created a better gluing surface. So this one here is going to go on the inside like that. But we're not ready to put him in there yet. Now, the reason why I say this is going to be like 2 or 3 different live streams is because after I get the frame all done, it's got to be painted before I can do anything else to it. And so I'm not going to do that tonight. We're just going to basically build the frame tonight, and then we'll carry on with it next week. And this has been a long time coming, fellas. I tell you right now. Like John Tenzillo said, he did those cones for me a year ago. And that's how long they've been sitting around. All right, those are the two inside ones. And now for the outside ones, we're just going to put it on the inside. This industry is going to be probably the highlight, other than my Smith Pipe and Steel, because there is going to be a lot of work going on in here. Is John Dilly here tonight? Has anybody seen John Dilly? I wanted to show him what was involved in this build, because he asked me last week what was the most intense build that I was doing, and this is it right here. There's probably 6 or 7 more structures that have to be done for this build, and I might do that. I might do a series on this. I'm not sure yet. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. Yeah, Vinny screwed up. Yeah. That's all right. We took it out. Get off me. There you go. You get off me too. All right. So this guy don't have one, so we need to put him in here. Okay. Now you're not really going to see this because it'll be on the bottom, but still, I like to do it where if somebody happens to see it, they will know that they are I-beams. Okay. Now this part here is pretty much dry already. And so what we can do is the ones that are just on the inside will face the inside of the structure. Okay. Making sure it fits. And then we'll do this. And again, just make sure you got it all the way out to the edge where you need it to be. Can you guys hear me when I'm talking? I know I sound like I'm talking to myself. All right. And then the other one goes towards the inside also. All right, and then we'll come down here. Oh, we got one that's too long. Uh-oh. There you go. Now, I already pre-measured all this stuff earlier today, guys, so I know it's all going to work. Just make sure. Let's see. And this one here needs to be moved over a bit. There you go. And then the final piece will go in here. And that fits good. Let me just make sure that this is going to work. Okay, we're good. So all we need to do now is glue this puppy in place. And we'll let this all dry up. And then we'll continue on to the next part. Check it one more time. All right, we're looking good. So I'll let this dry up for a minute. Now, in our hobby, we always are doing stuff to give illusions of things that are happening. So I could have cut holes in here big enough to fit the tube through the hole. But what I'm going to do is we're going to put the tube up there and then the cone down here, and it'll give the appearance that it's going to be going through the table, but it's really not going to go through the table. So let that dry for a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead and do these guys, one in each corner. But we're going to also do the same thing with this. We're going to put the little strips on one side, so it's got a gluing surface here, and then use this as a gluing surface also. So we'll just go ahead and cut a couple more little pieces. We're going to need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these guys here are going to come off before I paint it, because I'm going to paint those a different color. There'll be a concrete color because they're supposed to represent footings. That one. But I just wanted to show you guys how that works. We'll do this. Now again, like I said, you're not going to see half of this stuff because, first of all, oops, sorry about that. First of all, this is going to be behind that tower section, so you're really not going to see it, and it's going to be towards the back of the real estate that's planned out for this. And the real estate, and let me see if I can show you guys the real estate real quick. So let me get this last one in here, and then I'll show you if I don't screw my camera up. All right, we'll let those dry for a second. Anyhow, right here, this whole section up on the top here, that's 3 feet by 4 feet of real estate that this cement plant's going to fit on, and it's not big enough. Okay. And the funny part about it is this cement plant has a cemetery built into it. Yes. I guess when they bought the property to build the cement plant, one stipulation was that the cemetery stays there. So I am actually going to put the cemetery in in the deal. So let's see if we can get this over there. Now I got to eyeball this to make sure that they're straight up and down. You know what? Let me put some here too. Kind of can get a little bit of a deal this way, and deal not straight that way. There. All right, I'm going to let that dry before we go any further. I wonder if it's haunted. I don't know. But I was kind of shocked to find out that there was actually some family that owned the property that have family members buried there, and that was part of the stipulation when Drake Cement Plant bought that property, is that they would keep the cemetery there, and so that's what they're doing. They're leaving. Oops. Hey. So we got this guy, and this guy, and then that guy. I mean, we got 45 or 25. Come on, guys. Get me up to 60. Not giving away anything other than showing you guys how to build stuff. Now, there will be cross bracing going across here that'll keep it a little bit more straight than what it actually is and make it a bit more sturdy than what it actually is, because right now it's not really that sturdy. And I doubt very much if it'll stand up by itself. But we'll see. We shall see. Alrighty. And the final one. Now, I don't know if I'll do the cross bracing on this tonight because I want this glue to set up 100% before I start messing around with it. So this is about as far as we're going to go tonight, just to get this basic structure in place. Now, if you remember at the very, very beginning of my live streams, when I started teaching you guys how to do scratch builds, the three most important tools you got is your hands, your eyes, and your brain. So you need to look at this and see how square it is. And then also, if you got something that is a square, to go ahead and use it to make sure that you're looking good. Well, that looks good so far. This needs to come out a little bit. All right, we're gonna let that dry up for a bit. Playing with trains. Well, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you can make it in here tonight. If you show up next week, I'll probably give you a shout out. I know you got you're just starting your layout and want to get some more people in there. In fact, you know what, Ralph, go ahead and give Playing with Trains. Put his link up there also. I'm feeling generous tonight. I gave 5 5 shout outs tonight. He is just starting his layout also, and he's doing some soldering on his layout on his track right now. I believe he's N scale. If I'm wrong, please tell me that, and please tell me your name. He ate you. I was thinking. Ready? John, remember you asked me what my most difficult build was? Well, you watch the replay tomorrow or later on tonight, you'll see. I showed the guys earlier. In fact, I don't know if maybe I can get it up there now. Right there. My Drake cement plant project. All right, so we're going to let that dry up for a bit, and then we're going to see if it actually stands up. And if it stands up, then we'll put the silos on top of there. So let's see. Hey, look at that. It actually stands up, guys. Okay, now, one thing I didn't mention, what did I do with it? Uh-oh, it's gone. Oh, man, what happened to it? Is it here? There it is. Now, this is going to get aggregate that they actually mine themselves. The bridge that's up there behind me, the Hell Canyon Bridge, is actually in the wrong place. It's actually parallel with the Drake cement plant, and they have a quarry that it's probably about a half a mile from the plant that they convey the limestone up to the building that's going to go behind it, and then from that building it's going to come up with a conveyor to these guys up here, and then these will come out and go into one of the elevators that I have there into that silo, and then from the silo it goes into the preheater, and then from the preheater it goes over to the kiln and all of that stuff. And this happens to be a coal burning kiln that's in this plant right here. So now, like I said, these cones will go on the bottom, and these guys will sit on top, like this. It's not really stable yet. But anyhow, it'll go like that. And then the conveyor will come up to, there'll be a head house up here, kind of like a head house, I guess you could call it. And it would fill up these silos, and then the silos will take it down into the cones, and the cones will deliver it to one of the elevators, and the elevator will fill up the silo, and then it just continues all around. The reason that this is one of my most difficult projects is because I cannot see anything on this project. Only what I can see on videos and pictures that I have, and that's it. And see, these legs they're not strong enough to hold that up yet, so they're starting to cave. I shouldn't have did that, but that's all right. Yeah, we'll just let that sit up and dry up and get hard. Yeah, okay. Martin 1107, how you doing, buddy? Did you watch my video for the update on the t-shirts? I paid extra money to get it here in time, so you guys will get it in time in Kansas City. There you go. Okay, bnsf Bob, glad to see you doing that. That's why we're all here, to subscribe to each other. And for you guys that are new, if you scroll on your name, you'll see 3 dots over there. If you click on those 3 dots, you can go to their channel if you'd like to go to their channel and see what they got. But please wait till after my live stream. I would hate to lose some people. Oh, we got 47 people in here with 31 likes. Oh, we just lost one, 46. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get me up to 60 tonight. And like I had mentioned for John Tanzillo earlier, if you guys have a project that you want to have a 3D printed piece made, if it's not too big, and it's not too complicated, get in touch with John Tanzillo, and he'll do it for you. Let's see, how did this guy turn out? He looks good. How's that looking, guys? This is the finishing touch for Gary's build. Rick and I put this so it don't get hurt. Right there. All right. So for tonight, I think that's as far as we're going to go with this. We're 51 minutes already. All right. Well, that took up pretty much the hour. So I will put some cross bracing here, and I'll put some cross bracing here. I might even add extra legs in the center here just to give it a little bit more support, because I think this is going to be a little bit too wobbly. But maybe after I get my bracing on it might be better. Did you see his comment on that? He's not going to wear his, he's going to wear everybody else's. But I told him that, well, it's going to be a hard fit for him to get into Glenn's, because Glenn has a child's small. So I don't think he's going to fit into the t-shirt. And if you're on your cell phone, just click the pic. Okay, see, I don't know about the cell phone because I don't use my cell phone, but thank you, Roy. I appreciate you giving that advice to everybody. Yeah, I got to go shortly. 6 a.m. comes early. I understand, buddy. So if you need to go, that's fine. I'm glad you were able to make it in here tonight. You can make it, Ron. Oh, boy. What else we got going on here? See, I like doing my builds with you guys, but I also like to see the chats, and I could see, looking at the screen, I could see that those legs were crooked right there. Yeah, this is definitely going to need some bracing. These legs are just not strong enough. They are all going cocky duty. All right, we just let that sit up. Don't mess with it anymore. Look straight. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate your opinion. Put water in it, Sparky. Still want fried eggs for dinner. Well, thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. Mustard relish and ketchup. Oh, man, I'll tell you, I wish I could be in Kansas City with you guys. It sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Let me get you back up here. By the way, I did go get a consult on my fingers, and they agreed that they're going to be doing surgery on me, and there's going to be a 6-week downtime, which last time they said it was 6 weeks, but even though my hand had a big old cast on it, I was still working on my layout. So yeah, it's not going to, this kind of stuff I won't be able to do, but to do something on my layout, I might be able to do it. Yeah, and this coming Monday, I need to go and get my breathing test done. I don't know exactly what that's going to entail. Where is the overall size of the 3 buildings on his layout? On whose layout, John? Tanzillo? Overall size of 3 buildings on his layout. Keep up the good work. There's a new GPS work in the truck, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. He did have that fixed. So a lot of question and answer live stream. So a lot of Q&A on live stream. Well, we did question and answer last week. If you were there, Jimmy, I think you were there, right? 43 here with 34 thumbs up. Come on, guys, get me to 50. Get some more people in here. Well, if it goes like the last time, Ronnie Brown, I have not seen you here before. Well, welcome to the live chat, live stream for me. Glad to see you can make it in. Do you have a model railroad? Go where? 10 plus with Vinny, let's go. And we need five to get me to 50. No, sir, I'm a fan of trains, though. Oh, that's cool. Well, if you're new here, the three dots that's alongside of somebody's name, if you click on that three dots, it'll tell you, it'll ask if you want to go to their channel. Click on their channel, and if you like what you see, you can subscribe to them. But please wait until after my live stream to do that. I like to keep as many people in here as I can. We're at 48 now. Come on, guys, two more. Give me 50. 49. There we go. New Haven. Hey, Ron, how's it going, buddy? Sorry, I called them and they said they couldn't do it. So next time. Actually, I'm thinking of doing mugs the next time. Coffee mugs. I asked the company if they do it, and they said yes, they do it. And so I will be talking to them. Kevin, how you doing, buddy? How's it going there? Haven't seen you for a while. 207. New River Mine. The flames to make it operational. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm not going to do the mugs right away. I want to get through the t-shirt deal first, and give everybody a little time to save up some money to do the mugs, because I think the mugs are going to be a little bit more spendy than the t-shirts were. And she was telling me that there's certain stuff that they can't put on there, and I'm still waiting to hear back from YouTube to see if I can use their logo or their name. Because she told me, the lady that was working with me, and I'm glad she told me that, because I would hate to have all you guys having these t-shirts and then somebody from YouTube say, hey, you can't be wearing that shirt, and then you got to put the shirt in the drawer. Jimmy, I'm only seeing 49 on my end here with 39 likes. You'll take a mug too? Well, like I said, I'm not going to do them right away. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to do the mugs. But that was suggested to me by Bruce to do the mugs, and I had already planned on doing the t-shirts. So next time around, we'll do the coffee mugs. And I think she said they were fairly big too. I am a mug. Notice what I'm drinking, guys. I'm drinking water, not soda. Oh, yeah, I got 51 now. Yes, sir. 40 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. You like what I'm doing, Kevin? That's cool. You guys that are working on layouts, it doesn't take much for you to put a camera up and just start it going and just work on your layout, and then just do a layout, an update. I would like to see some of you guys, because some of you guys that are my subscribers don't have layouts, or have layouts and don't do any videos. And I would like to see what you guys are doing. Baseball. Yeah, I can do that too. I can do the caps. I can do, they have a lot of stuff. This company has a lot of stuff, and I can do the caps. I can do sweatshirts. I can do tank tops. There's a lot of stuff. Hoodies, mugs. They even have, I think they have pens and pencils and stuff like that, with my name on there and so on and so forth. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ron, you need to pick a regular day for streams? Yes. Yes, you would definitely need to do that. Mouse pads, I don't know if they had mouse pads, Sparky. I have to check that. I think they might have. Oh, cool. Can't wait to watch that one, Roy. Have you been taking any vitamins and stuff to get rid of your illness? Hate to see one of my buddies sick. I had 20 made for your channel. Yeah, I know you did. I agree, Ron. New Haven. Rails, please do. Yep, I agree. I agree 100%. As far as I know, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays. I mean, well, you can go either before or after mine or Sparky's on Wednesday or Friday. You started. All right, Bob. You started just bought some wood to start your layout. Cool. And Z-Scale Ray said he's going to have a video posted here pretty soon too. So we'd like to see what's going on with that. Vistaprint, not sure if that's the one, if that's down there. Yes, it is down here. But I don't use Vistaprint. I've been using what the hell's the name of that company now? Custom Ink is who I'm using. I've dealt with them my last t-shirts, and that's why I decided to go with them again, because they did good work. And like I showed you guys, the t-shirt that I had is probably 4 years old, I think, and the colors and everything just stayed perfectly. They didn't fade out or anything like that. Yes, Ron, that would be good. Right after mine would be good. We'll shut mine down. We'll right over to yours. And everybody here will go do the same, hopefully. 52 and 40, 52 people here and 42 likes. That's good, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the subs, folks. I think I got everyone, but I'll go through it tomorrow and make sure. Yes. Again, playing with trains. Your name, please. I'm that kind of a guy. I'd like to be on a first name basis. It makes things more personal for me. So if you could tell me your name, I would appreciate it. SP. Now, so I'm just going to keep this going for a while. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right, Sparky. Right about that too. Turns out SP, and I live close to Teddy Bear 11. Hi, Alex. Who's Alex? Alex. It's Alex. Is that Playing with Trains name, Alex? Okay, thank you, guys. I appreciate that. You know, I am the type of person that I would like to be on a personal first name basis. It makes for me, it makes it a bit more personal when I address you by your name rather than Playing with Trains. You know, I think Alex is better. Okay, Kevin, we'll talk to you later. Glad you could stop by. Back down to 49 now. Back up to 50. 46 likes, 50 watching. Okay. Hey, Vinny, my name is Gaffa. Yeah, I think I know that. This is the part I like. After I do my project, whatever the project is for that night, I like to sit here and watch the conversation that's going on. Yeah, I know that, Roy. And eventually people will get the idea of who I'm talking about. Oh, is Lance leaving? He's on his lunch break. His lunch break's over. I leave the stream play. Oh, okay. That's cool. Well, I'll talk to you later, Lance. Thanks for stopping by. Did you order any of the scale trains? Tier 4s? No. Like I said in my video, I had to take all that money and buy T-shirts with it. I could have bought two nice locomotives with that money. But you guys, I was giving you a hard time about that, right? I would never do that. Who is Lance? Lance is Weber Model Railroad. You have a beer? I wish I can get some of my British guys in here because I have a lot of British subscribers. But I guess it's too late for them to be here. I think it's like in the middle of the night for my British guys. About to run out of beer. We're holding steady at 50. You're in. Yeah, I guess so. I think you're right, Ron. Yeah, New Haven, Ron, New Haven Rails. If you decide to do that, I will give you a shout out and tell people to hang out after my show to watch your show. And I'll tell you one thing: lunchtime here. Actually, my upload speed is supposed to be 7 megabytes per second per minute, but I'm actually the last time I tested it was at 3. And I got that package plan with the internet, TV, and landline telephone, and it's like $89 a month for all 3. And I need to call them because my Wi-Fi is slow as hell, man. When I use my phone to get on stuff, it just takes forever to load. So I need to get on their case about that. But yeah, for $89 a month, you get all 3. And I'm happy with it. I mean, a 20-minute video to upload it to YouTube usually takes about 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm happy with that. Where it used to take 3 megabytes, that's better than yeah. I know when I was using CenturyLink, I was only getting like 0.5. It was taking forever to upload a video. It'd take like 2 or 3 hours to upload a 20-minute video. Thanks for the rain, Toy Man. Well, Ron, New Haven Rails, since we have 2 Rons in here tonight, actually, Ron Pisco is not in here tonight, is he? Huh. But since we have 2 Rons in here, I will use Ron's name plus his YouTube username. Content is the hardest thing to come up with. I just started this yesterday. I said, well, what am I going to do for these guys tomorrow night? And I said, you know what? I need to start working on my Drake cement plant, so I'll just go ahead and start working on it. And that's how I come up with the content for tonight. And this project here that we're doing tonight is probably going to be another week, at least one more show next week to go ahead and do more of this. Because there's going to be, beside the silos being on top of here, like I said earlier, there'll be a small head house up here that the conveyor belt, the conveyor has to hook up to. I know. And the thing is, I ask you guys all the time, and so does Sparky ask you guys all the time, what do you want us to do for you guys? Look at this belly. I can't believe how much weight I gained since I stopped smoking. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I think I've been doing this since March. Yeah, because I quit smoking in March and I was doing actually before that. So February, March, April, May, June, July, 6 months. And you run out of ideas. I mean, you seriously run out of ideas. Too much. Yeah, I think it's too many pretzels is what it is. 2 weeks after you started, yeah, I can see you. Don't sit back. Why? Because sit back. You see that? I give up the eating. Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing I gotta do. How much time do you spend prep before you start? Well, it depends. Again, like this one here, I started yesterday. Started cutting up all my pieces. Making sure everything was gonna fit before I did it. So it was yesterday, and then earlier. Oh, Hastings BNSF and Scale. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Then earlier today, I did my intro part, and that takes time too because I always screw it up the first couple of times. So I got to keep doing that, and then to render it, and then to upload it, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's quite a bit of time to prepare. Now, for guys, I see I don't have my camera is like my webcam is right on top of my computer, and that's as far as I can go. I wish I could get it over to my layout so I could do while I'm working on my layout, I could do a live stream, but my camera just won't reach there. No, I don't have one of the things like Sparky's got. Well, that too, James. The prep time plus the ideas is what takes the time. There aren't a lot of. Well, I actually built a pretty modern gas station last year, 2 years ago, actually. Um, I copied it off of I think it was a Walters Cornerstone, and it wasn't very expensive. Yeah, but I built a modern gas station. What else? So if you guys, um, I want an older gas station. Well, they have some of that stuff in N scale. Older gas station. What is your favorite modeling era? I don't remember if I asked him. Are you talking to me, Ray? I do. Hello, Bill. How you doing? Glad to see you can make it in. Um, my layout is modern. And it's actually modeled after what's here in this town in Phoenix, and it runs up to Flagstaff or Williams. But mine stops at Ashfork, which is just before Williams. That's all the room I had. Even in N scale, you run out of room, guys. You talking to me? So yeah, the oldest locomotive I have is SD40s and SD60s. Anything other than that is newer. Yes, I am also. See now, Jimmy, that would be a good live stream for you to do. It's the Arduino rather than doing a video, because the video will always come out afterwards anyhow. So people that don't see the live stream would see the rerun the next day. So that might be a good idea if you want to do a live stream. I gave you an idea. See that? Someone ought to do the Raspberry. Well, you know what? I think Martin wanted to do something like that. Right, Martin? Weren't you going to do something on the Raspberry? And Jimmy also. Freelance Germany is what I'm. Well, that'd be pretty cool. That's a switch, because everybody in Europe and England and in Australia all do American prototypes. So now it's funny that an American will do a European prototype. That would be pretty cool. What is a Raspberry Pi? Integrated of JMRI with the Raspberry. Yep. I gotta go. Go get some food. All right, Roy. Talk to you later. And I hope you feel better, buddy. And I'll be looking at your video either tonight or tomorrow morning when I wake up. How did you make out with the speed matching? Taco Bell. Okay, need to run. Have a good night. Weekend, everyone. We'll post the video soon on my live stream. All right, Ron. New Haven Rails. Talk to you later, buddy. Are you talking about doing a live stream, John Cancillo? Oh, okay. You're just going to do a video of the scenery, or just do scenery and then show it afterwards? Pizza at my place. I'll be there. Okay. Pepperoni. Speed matching retry. I wish I can get my JMRI working so I could do some speed matching. I need to get my locomotives ready for next month, for September. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. It's an everything pizza. Okay, it's a Supreme, huh? Cool. Hey, wait a minute. I want in on that. and scale model, campground cabins. Okay. See you, Randy. Was Randy here? Randy Rock and Roll? Was he here? I didn't see him. I'm sorry if I missed you, Randy. Meat lovers, double cheese. That sounds good too. All right, guys, we're at an hour and 16 minutes. We'll let it go for about 4 more minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. So you guys go ahead and post your, if you want to post your videos, your links to your videos, go ahead, and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. 47 still watching with 47 likes. I like that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm model Australian in HO, ON 30, and BNSF modern era in N-scale. Scrumptious, hey, how you doing, buddy? Just links to your channel if you want people to come there. All right, SP Mike, we'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for showing up tonight. Cuddle time on the couch. Well, I can't do it. I don't have nobody to cuddle with. Oh, movie time. Yeah, okay, right. Jeff Allen, how you doing, buddy? Your Friday nights FUF, fuff, foof. Get it, cat? I'm going to head out later, guys. All right, Jimmy, we'll talk to you later, buddy. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate you doing that. Oh, fun. Okay. I was saying FUF. What the heck is FUF? Well, unfortunately, there, Jeff, we're just about ready to close this down. We got about 3 minutes left. We've been off for an hour and 18 minutes right now. All right, Ron Toyman, we'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for showing up, man. And by the way, I did look at your flowers. They look pretty cool, man. I wish I had a green thumb. That's right. You'll be in KC next week at this time. How long are you going to be in Kansas City, buddy? It's actually 2 weeks from now, isn't it? The 10th, 11th, and 12th or something like that? All right, Hastings BNSF. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for showing up. And Kevin Brown was here too. I missed you also. Kevin, please see my update on video on the t-shirts and send me your mailing address. Like I mentioned earlier on in this video, in this live stream, that I only want to go to the post office one time. So if I have everybody all together, I can go to the post office one time and give them a bunch of money to ship the stuff. But anyhow, no, I have not, John, not yet. I'm not going to do that until after I get done working on the layout. I did find a very fine textured paint that I'm going to be using. It's plastic compatible, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, Ron's changing things. How you doing, buddy? Just about closing time. Got about a half a minute or so. Glad you could show up, though. You can always watch the rerun if you want. Well, I start 8 o'clock Eastern time, buddy. I know you're probably working at the time I start this, but you know, I have to be happy. I have to make everybody happy. My boys down in Australia and everybody here in the States, you know, I think it's a pretty good time. The Australian guys, it's like around, I think around lunchtime, I think. And Jeff was here too. Man, I missed a lot of you guys. Dang. Yeah, I figured that. I'm looking forward to your live stream also, Ron. All right, Mike. Talk to you later. 11:20 a.m. right now. Yeah, so it's just about lunchtime in Australia. Yep. So you guys are having pizza for lunch, huh? That's cool. All right, guys, we're at an hour and 21 minutes. So I'm going to call this good for tonight. I appreciate everybody showing up. I appreciate all the super chats and so on and so forth. So take it easy, guys. And like I said, we'll continue this build next week. And also, now that I have this done, I could finish up Gary's build also. And there'll be a video on that. So anyhow, take it easy, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.